What's going on? I'm Tony Bursick. If you don't know me, I am an online fitness coach. I help men who are struggling to lose fat, have busy schedules, get into the best shape they've ever been in, and help them get confident. Because, you know, if you're fat, you're not confident. Okay, there's no way around it. I don't want to hear no bullshit. You got insecurities. I know because I speak from experience. But today, we're going to be talking about how to lose fat. And I'm not just talking about, you know, the basic stuff like, you know, calorie deficit, whatever you did. I'm talking about more like the mindset when it comes to it. The mindset shift that's needed in order to actually lose the weight and get into good shape and get the physique that you want, the confidence that you want. Because obviously, you know, you need to be in a deficit, you need to work out all this stuff, but there's a lot of mental side to it that I feel like not enough people talk about. So I'm going to be breaking down exactly what I did, and if there's anything differently I would have done that you should do so you can actually lose the weight and stop being a fat piece of shit, because you are. Sorry to be rude, but it's the truth. Okay, so the first thing I want to do right now, which is the most obvious thing, is this is you right now, okay? This is you right over here. And you are trying to get to this guy right here. I ain't drawing in depth, okay? I'm a shitty drawer. Anyways, point is you're trying to get to this guy over here, okay? So this guy, he's disciplined, he's in shape, confident. This is who you want to get to. Right now, you're currently lazy, fat, depressed. Now, the difference between these two people is obviously what they do on a daily basis, okay? That is what the most important thing is. You need to be doing what this guy right here would be doing on a daily basis, okay? That's what you need to ask yourself every single day before you do anything, really. Would that dream version of you, would he stick to the diet or stick to tracking his calories? Yes. Would he go to the gym regardless of how he feels? Yes, he would. Would he actually do like a skincare routine, whatever the case may be? Every single thing that it is, you need to be, let me write it on the board to make it simple. You need to be living and acting like your dream self. Okay, you need to be living and acting like your dream self, because if you aren't, then you're never going to stick to it. You're just going to go back to your old habits. You need to actually embrace becoming who you want to become, because if you don't, you're just going to do the same thing. You're still going to be fat, depressed, eat that bag of chips, eat that fucking pizza, get takeout, whatever the case may be. You're not going to do the things that you need to do in order to lose weight. So you need to actually live and breathe and think like this person that you want to become, because if you don't, like I said, nothing's going to change. You're not going to stick to it. You're not going to lose fat. And one of the big differences between these two people, and this is what I did, by the way, to lose 60 pounds in 6 months. I made this mindset shift, just making that clear. But the dream version, I'm just gonna put dream versus current. So the current you says, I have to, or I'm trying to lose weight. I have to go to the gym. I have to stick to the meal plan. You say like you don't want to do it. You say like you have to. You have no choice. But then this version of you says, I'm going to. Or he says, what's another way to phrase this? I get to. That's another way. He's grateful. I get to. You see the difference in this language right here? The main difference with it is that this is like grateful. It's excited. This is more like actually happy. This is like you're dreading it. You're dreading doing those things. And when you speak that way, then obviously you're not going to want to do those things. But if you start talking to yourself positively, like I'm going to the gym. I get to go to the gym. I get to eat healthy. I get to eat this. If you are actually in the mindset of being grateful for these things and like you're excited about these things, then it's going to make it easier to do it because it's not like something you have to do. It's not something you're dreading to do. It's just something that you do. Something you're happy to do. And that's going to be a little easy mindset shift. And another mindset shift that you need to make whenever you're trying to lose weight is to stop focusing on the end goal. Okay? Stop focusing on the end goal because it takes a long time to get there. You're not going to get there in a week. You're not going to get there in a month. You're not going to get there in 2 months. It takes a lot of time and effort. Okay? And if you're only focused on the end goal, then you're going to get discouraged. You're going to be pissed. Why am I not here? You're not going to see the little wins. You're never going to notice the little wins if you're just focused purely on the end goal, okay? So you need to focus on, you getting a little bit stronger, or the scale dropping a little bit, or you noticing a new vein, or it's the little things you need to pay attention to. Because those little wins, if you focus on those, before you know it, there's more and more and more and more and more and more. And then before you really know it, you've reached your dream physique. You're there. You've reached that dream self that you've been dying to reach. You actually get here. You become who you want to become. And it's all because you made these mindset changes and you stuck to the plan. Okay? Now, for some people, it's hard to get into this mindset. It's hard to get there. And if that's the case, you can ask for help, whether it's from a friend who's already in the gym and in shape, or you want to reach out to someone. Yeah, you could reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you out. I'm a fitness coach. I'd be more than happy to help you change your mindset so you can actually lose the weight and become who you want to become. But if you don't make these mindset shifts, all that's going to happen is you're going to stay depressed. You're going to stay depressed, fat, insecure, and lazy. So if you don't want to stay the same, you don't want to be depressed, fat, insecure, lazy, you don't want to be those things, then you got to make these mindset shifts and you got to actually stick with the plan. Because if you don't, you're going to stay the fucking same for the rest of your life, which is embarrassing, which is sad. Every man should reach their peak genetic potential, their actual peak body at some point. Because otherwise you're going to be on your deathbed and you're going to be regretting, why didn't I at least try? Why didn't I at least try? Do you want to be that person? I know damn well I don't want to be. I know I'm not going to be that person. That's it for this video. Go ahead, drop a follow if you guys want to see any more on fat loss and mindset shifts and all that stuff. But hope you boys have a good day.